Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Christian Schaefer. New information in the Nikita Levy case. He is the former Johns Hopkins gynecologist accused of taking pictures of his patients. Now attorneys say the investigation wrapped up Friday and no one will be criminally charged. Levy committed suicide last year, not long after he was fired from the medical center. ABC 2 News reporter Amy O'Bear is live at the Johns Hopkins Hospital with our top story tonight.
Well, Christian, I spoke with Jonathan Shakur, an attorney representing the victims. He says he's not at all surprised that there will be no criminal prosecution and says he's confident that if others were found to be involved, they would have been charged. He tells me the fact that there's no criminal prosecution has no effect whatsoever on the class action lawsuit. Thousands of patients have come forward, signing up for a class action lawsuit saying they were at some point treated by Dr. Nikita Levy, a former Johns Hopkins gynecologist accused of videotaping his patients.
We know that Dr. Levy was employed at Johns Hopkins from 1988 to 2013. That's a long time. We know that he saw many, many patients. We know that he was an OBGYN, and we're told by the hospital that he had 12,600 patients. So it does not surprise me that 10,000 would come forward in the final analysis.
He says so far 10,000 people have stepped forward and registered, but because you can sign up several different ways, that number could include some duplicates. Shakur says for this class action suit, anyone treated by Dr. Levy could be a victim.
The basis of the lawsuit involves these women's reactions to learning of the breach of faith and the breach of trust on the part of their OBGYN at Hopkins over an extended period of time, and their reaction to that.
He says patient reactions have been across the board.
There's post-traumatic stress anxiety. There were women afraid to go to their OBGYNs. They were afraid to go to any doctors. They were afraid to take their family in for medical tests. They were not focusing in the workplace. There were many in counseling. And so there are many injuries and damages resulting from his conduct.
Shakur says the recent findings of no criminal prosecution does not have an effect on the civil suit. He says it continues to move forward, and Hopkins and the plaintiff's steering committee will attempt to resolve the litigation. I've reached out to Johns Hopkins tonight. They tell me they cannot comment on the ongoing case, but say they remain saddened that a member of their ranks would violate doctor-patient trust. Shakur tells me he commends Hopkins on their good faith efforts so far in this case. Live in East Baltimore, Amy O'Bear, ABC 2 News.